Jason is the chairman of the youth wing of the Republican Party.
Our founding is the people granted power to the government, and we're the only country in history that the founders were giving powers to the government, not the government giving power to the people. And so the Second Amendment kind of carries that historical context with it.
Can you explain to me what the Second Amendment is and what that means to Americans?
What it's really originally for, and what it still is for protecting ourselves against the government that if it ever was to be, becomes tyrannical. So that's why the Second Amendment exists. It's not for hunting. It's not for gun collecting.
Is that a concern that many Americans have about this tyrannical government?
I don't think it's a concern today. We don't think that the army is going to be let loose in the streets today. I think that we are born with mistrust in the government. That is our foundation. I think it's healthy to have a mistrust in government, because you don't allow a government entity to run roughshod over the people and just pass stuff willy-nilly in the interest of the people without having a strong and very vociferous backlash to anything that may not be congruent with Americanism and American law.
What's your opinion on the current kind of discussion around stricter gun laws across the states?
I'm against any kind of new government reforms that they have, because if we're talking about specific to school shootings in Parkland, for example, the measures were in place to prevent something like that from happening. I'm all about personal responsibility and individual liberty. If someone would like to be armed, I think they should be armed. If someone doesn't want to be armed, then that's their choice as well. I'm not mandating for everybody to walk around the street with guns, but people should have the right to defend themselves and protect themselves any way they see fit.
Can you ever envisage a gunless America?
No.